Fire in the hole, let's cook some ribs. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to the noisiest neighborhood in the known universe. You hear that? I got a guy trimming the weeds today. Anyway, what I got going on here is some baby back ribs. I'm going to try out my new grill. I'm going to do what I always do and put some Sang stir fry oil on it because we love the garlic flavor of Sang. So I got turned on to this by a guy named Quinn Martin, who he's the one that put me hip to Sang stir fry oil, and I've never looked back since. I've always used Sangs. We're also going to put on some Tango Spice chicken and rib rub, and we're going to rub these ribs down with some chicken and rib rub. We use the Sangs as a binder to hold the rib rub to the ribs. So we're going to get that on there. That's the bone side where I've already removed the membrane from the bone side of the ribs. I always do that too. It's just a thing I do. It's just my opinion that it makes a better rib if you remove the membrane from the bone side, turn it over to the meat side, hit it with some Sangs, although it's hardly needs it, a binder, but there we go, we got some Sangs on there. And some Tango Spice chicken and rib rub. Good stuff, let me tell you what. There you go. Get my ribs rubbed down. It's like I'm going to be paying a call to Tango. Hey, if you want some Tango Spice of your very own, I'll put a link in the description and you can order some. Get up off your wallet and buy some Tango Spice. You won't be sorry. Get some of that porchetta rub or some of this rib rub. Best rubs going. Okay, so my ribs are rubbed down. I'm going to get them on the fire and get them smoking, so stay tuned. The ribs are on the grill. There's nothing to do now but wait for 3 hours. We'll smoke them for 3 hours, then we'll wrap them for 2, and then we'll sauce them for 1. That's the 3-2-1 method. That's the method I use for ribs. And I'm going to close my Kamander up and get it up to 250 and try to hold it there for about 3 hours. So stay tuned. So one thing I don't like on this Char Broil grill is this thermometer is completely inaccurate. It's about 50 degrees pessimistic, I would say. I think the real temperature under the dome is around 250 right now, and it's only registering a little above 200. So I think I'm going to close the vents down right there and rock these ribs with 250 for about 3 hours. Then we'll come back and wrap them. So stay tuned. My ribs have been in the smoke for 3 hours. It's time to wrap them. And I'm going to take a page out of the competition rib playbook and throw some butter on them. I don't know, about 4 or 5 pats of butter. It's hard to get separated. Butter, as if you didn't have enough fat going on already. We'll throw down with some butter. That ought to do it. And some brown sugar. Sprinkle on some brown sugar. Can you tell these are going to be sweet? When I get the brown sugar on there, and for a final sweet rush, some honey. We'll douse them with some clover honey. Then we'll wrap them up, get them back on the fire for 2 hours, and then we'll sauce them, taste them, and drink a beer. So stay tuned. It's time to unwrap my ribs and sauce them down. So the sauce I'm using today is some Mr. Tom's award-winning gourmet barbecue sauce. This is some good stuff right here. I might give some away in a future episode, but not today. But what we're going to do now is unwrap these babies. Oh man, they're looking good. Looking good. Now I see why they do that with the, oh man, they're falling apart. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let me get this off of here. Okay, there we go. Get that paper out of the way. Ah. Oh boy, these babies are falling apart. My wife's gonna love it. I'm not crazy about it. Falling apart ribs. Let me get this other one unwrapped. All right, yes, there we go. That one's right there. All right, let's get some of that Mr. Tom's on there for the final approach. And then we'll drink a beer and sample these ribs. Oh, look at that one, it's fell apart. Wow. Okay, let me get my sauce on there. Let me go get my beer. Wait till you see the beer I got for you today. It's very special. Let me sauce my ribs down. We're on the final approach to this right here. Boy, oh boy, that thing fell apart. If you like them falling apart tender, then I got the cook for you right here. All right, let me go get a beer and we'll get a sample of these ribs. So stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, the Frosty Root Boy mug and today's beer, butt wiper. No, this isn't just any butt wiper. This is a special butt wiper. This is Butt Wiper Freedom Reserve Red Lager, brewed with barley, malt, and hops. This is real beer, brewed by Budweiser from a recipe that belongs to the father of our country, George Washington. So where does a German beer company get off using George Washington's recipe? I don't know. But it's a beautiful red, look at that. A red lager, is it? A red lager, butt wiper, Freedom Reserve, from a recipe of George Washington's. So, yeah, I'm drinking butt wiper. Did you think it would ever happen? That's nice. That's a beautiful red lager. Let's take a sniff. Smells great. Smells like this is the beer Budweiser should have been making all along. Look at this, real beer. Let's quaff the froth off it, Roll. What do you think? Wow, that tastes great. What's the ABV on that? 5.45. That's not bad. It's almost sessionable. I tell you what. A red lager, and it's looking excellent, tastes excellent. I gotta say, I never thought I would like a butt wiper beer, but there's one right there. I like it. Let me get my ribs off there and get a taste of them, so stay tuned. That's a heap of steaming bones right there. They have literally fallen apart, and I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, I don't think I even got a good smoke ring on them. Look, the bones are like pulling right out. They're hot as hell. I can pull the bone right out clean. When you can pull the bone out clean, something's up, right? Let me take a taste. Oh man. My wife is going to love these because they're what she likes. Falling off the bone. I got good pullback on the bone. I don't see much of a smoke ring though, to be honest. There is some, but it's not like I usually like to get. That Mr. Tom's barbecue sauce is awesome. I'm going to just pour that on there. Just going to pour that over it. How much worse could it be? I tell you what, it looks horrible, but it tastes excellent. And when the bone comes out clean like that, you know something's up. I don't know what's up, but something's up. Anyway, that's my first cook on my Char Broil Kamander, and I don't know. I'm reserving judgment. I can't even taste it. It's so hot. I can't even get it in my mouth. I just want to get a piece in my mouth. Here's a piece. Whoa! Got a little bit of a smoke ring. Let's taste that. Oh, tastes excellent. I'll tell you what. Now I know why they put that the butter and brown sugar and the, here's a piece. Delicious, finger licking good. The butter, brown sugar, and honey really makes it a special, but it's way too cooked for me. There's a piece. Let me get a taste of that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Okay, not the best looking ribs I've ever made, but in the taste department, it's got a bit of a smoke ring. The taste department, A+. So, the Kamander really worked well. I thought it worked well. I'm gonna do more cooks with it in the future. We'll see how they turn out. You know, I would have liked it if these looked a little better than they do. But they're tasty, very tasty. Oh, anyway, babies, let me tell you what I always tell you. Oh, and I gotta say, this Budweiser Red Lager is great. I never thought I'd say that. But what I always say is, if you like this crap, please subscribe. Right down there in the corner. If you don't, go see a new guy I found, Tim's Budget Barbecue. Go check him out. He's got a grill just like this one. He's cooking on it. And maybe his ribs turn out better than this. I don't know. These turn out good. They just don't look good. They're all, you know, falling apart. But yeah, subscribe to me. Check out Tim's Budget Barbecue. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. And I really like this beer, this Budweiser Freedom, what is it? Freedom Reserve. It's pretty good. And my ribs are a success. They just don't look good. They're just not pretty. But they taste excellent. Anyway, babies, we'll see you next week. Bye.